Hi everyone. Thanks a lot for having me here today. I'm James. I'm Senior Product Manager at MYOB. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about the future of Exo Business and digital transformation. Right. Exo, it's a very versatile, configurable, extensible system. A lot of customers have been using it for a very long time, and we certainly understand how important it is to our customers. So while it is true that we are quite focused on our cloud platform, MYOB Advanced, we still have been investing in Exo. We've been keeping it up to date and compliant, and also releasing enhancements that primarily we're sourcing from the Ideas portal. So let's take a quick look at some of the recent developments and what's coming for Exo Business. So these are some of the things that have been released fairly recently. There was a bit of a focus on extra fields, which are really handy features. So we made a few enhancements there. You're now able to flag in extra fields as mandatory, which is useful. The basic search feature now includes extra fields, so you can search for information that's been stored in those fields. And you can manage access to those fields at a roles or users level to get a bit more control over who can access those fields. We've also deprecated the paper application for Australian Westpac bank feeds. Extended the delivery address capacity, character capacity to 50 and put validation on that address. And we've also added API endpoints for creditor account details for integrating there, and email CC and VCC options for debtor and job cost invoices. Those are a few things that have been released recently. If we go to what is sort of coming and what we're about to roll out in Q4 are things that have, we're focusing on usability, enhancing user experience and increasing efficiencies. So the features being delivered in Q4 through Exo Business are some more focus on extra fields. So extending them and adding them onto the receipt and payment entry forms, allowing extra fields on the BOM component lines, and also adding them to the work order lines. And the last thing on there is that we are just enhancing a bit of security by limiting password reuse after 4 cycles. So I don't have a future roadmap beyond that at hand, but the focus on usability and drawing from the Ideas portal is certainly going to continue and through the next releases. So that's what's coming on Exo Business in the near term. Now I want to switch to talk about Exo Payroll or Exo Employer Services. So as most of you are probably aware, we recently announced that we are retiring Exo Payroll, Exo ES as we call it, in Australia, with a sunset date of November 2025. So that is over 2 years away. I just want to confirm that that decision is completely independent of the Exo Business product, and it has no impact on that product at all. So they are 2 entirely different products under the hood. They're written in different languages. They're on separate databases. And I'm sure you're all wondering what's happening with Exo Payroll in New Zealand, and also what this means, if anything, for Exo Business. Now, with regards to Exo Payroll, I don't have any announcements on that for you today. And in that respect, it's business as usual. I would say, however, that the retirement of the Australian version is a bit of a signal that MYOB sees Exo Payroll in New Zealand as well as a product that's more towards the end of its life cycle than its start. We can certainly commit to you that just like the Australian version, when the time comes to retire the New Zealand version, and we announce that, we'll give plenty of time for our customers to understand their options and make a move to the right cloud-based modern payroll system. The decision to retire Exo ES was not taken lightly. There were many factors taken into consideration. If you do have ES or Exo Payroll, I would encourage you to think about your plans sooner rather than later, because there are a lot of customers that are looking to move off that platform. We have some really strong commercial offers in place at the moment, and we also have migration tools and strategies available to help with the move to a new platform if you decide that MYOB Advanced Payroll is the right place to take your functionality. So just to reiterate, there have been no decisions made to retire Exo Business at this stage. However, you are likely very aware that the future state within MYOB for enterprise customers is the cloud-based MYOB Advanced platform, because it's the platform that we believe can best serve our customers and help scale their business into the future. So on that note, I'm just going to change things up and talk a bit about digital transformation. But the first thing I'm going to start off with is actually our purpose, which is why MYOB exists. And our purpose at MYOB is to help businesses across Australia and New Zealand start, survive, and succeed. And the way that we can do that is by providing customers with core business systems that give them competitive advantage through the latest software technologies. So today, that conversation is all about artificial intelligence. And I'm sure everyone knows there's a lot going on there, particularly this year. It's really exploded. But over most of the last decade, that conversation was about cloud or software as a service. So I just want to touch on the advantages of cloud platforms. So true cloud platforms, not having your system hosted by a third-party provider. They are, the advantages are widely documented. I'm sure you've heard them almost ad nauseum over the last few years, but these are just a couple of ways that I like to think about it. And the first way is that moving to the cloud means passing most of the responsibility of managing your systems to the software vendor. So this is quite different from just hosting, and it's not about saving a few bucks on some servers. It's about making your vendor responsible for your system upgrades, patches, availability, the performance, its security, its data sovereignty, redundancy, and disaster recovery. So these things are not your core business, but they are ours. So why would you want to keep hold of that responsibility if you could delegate that to someone else and make them responsible for managing all of that? And the second one, which I really like this saying about cloud, is that every dollar spent benefits every customer. So what that means is when we invest and upgrade, for example, our security on our cloud platform, then every customer on that platform gets those security benefits. And we can't do that with on-premise software. With on-premise software, a lot of the security is your responsibility, and you have to invest your own money into building that security into your systems. With cloud, we get that real economy of scale, and every dollar we spend on it benefits all of our customers. So when we roll out enhancements or patches, we roll them across our whole customer base. We don't work with you, individually, and sort of scheduling times to upgrade or roll out things on your system and or give you files to manage yourself. It's all part of the cloud service. So that's cloud. Now, I do want to give you a quick look at the advanced platform, just to have a look at the capability that it does have. Just a single slide on this one today, but as you hopefully are aware, the advanced platform is a cloud platform that we run, and it consists of 3 core products. So MYOB Advanced Business, Advanced Payroll, and Advanced Workforce Management. And with those 3 systems, we can manage 6 critical business workflows for you, which are your customers, your supply chain, your projects. Projects is a very broad term that includes, manufacturing projects, construction projects, service projects, really the operational side of your business. We can manage your employees, your finances, and your accounting and tax. And that's not to mention, obviously, the reportings and dashboards that can give you real insights into your business, modern suite of API and integration tools, and of course, dedicated editions for manufacturers and construction. Now, I know you're all going to get a bit of a preview of Advanced in today's user groups in some sessions today. So it's a great opportunity to have a bit of a better look at it. It really is a pretty user-friendly system. It's got tons of features, and more features are coming out all the time. This year alone, there have been over 500 major and minor enhancements pushed through with our standard 2 upgrades every year. And those upgrades are managed as well for you at no additional cost. So that's enough about Advanced, because I know you're all EXO focused as well at the moment. So the last thing I want to touch on, though, before I finish, is the digital transformation journey. So one of the reasons that we've given a 2-year product retirement notice period for EXO ES, and that is our intention to give at least that amount of time on any products that we announce retirement of in future, is that we recognize that digital transformation is a journey. And while we firmly believe our customers will be better placed for the future with MYOB Advanced, for lots of reasons like I've spoken about already and others, we also know that the move to this future state can challenge both people and financial resources. And that's why MYOB wants to invest in helping our customers make that journey. And 2 of the ways that we can do this are through our Adapt migration tooling and through digital transformation commercial packages. So we've spent over a year developing our Adapt tooling for EXO Business and EXO ES, and that leverages our knowledge of our customers and their systems. So Adapt helps automate much of the data extraction and data cleansing, work that's required as part of the digital transformation. And that translates directly into easier, faster, more cost-effective and lower risk implementations. Now, on top of that, when you are ready to move, MYOB is offering a digital transformation commercial package to support the journey and remove some of the obstacles that might be making you hesitate to get started. So I'd really encourage you to reach out to your MYB business partner and just have a conversation about how all this works and what's available. And that is it pretty much from me today. So we've talked about our continued support and enhancement of XO Business, and the fact that the retirement of XO Payroll has no impact on the XO Business Suite. We've talked about our purpose at MYB of helping businesses succeed and how we achieve that by helping customers keep a competitive advantage by running their business on the latest technologies such as cloud, and more recently and into the future, artificial intelligence. To that end, we see the future for our customers ultimately as a cloud-based one, preferably on MYB Advanced, and we're really excited to help our customers make that journey by leveraging our knowledge of our customers and investing in things like those migration tools and commercial packages. So that's it from me. Thanks very much for your time today. But right now, I'll hand back to Stephen to keep things rolling. Thank you very much.